Mexico City Diablos and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? Let's get it. 45 is Mike. 45. I'm scared. Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Hey, South. Gun. Check. Check 3. Yeah.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
51, South. Go. Ready, set.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Newton throwing again. Dancing to his left. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready? 180. Check 45 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Pick edge. Come.
They'll run on first down. Carson, there he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Ready, blue 80. Black 25. 56. 51.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Great. Let's go.
Newton on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Check 45. Hey! Check 45 for Echo. 45's the mic. It's going to be a...
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton forced out to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 45.
On 2nd down and 4. Newton being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Good.
Newton on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He completes this one to Mack. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Mack. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 21. 56.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Wan Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Great. Gun. Here we go.
Deuce. Tight dog.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gun. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Yeah. 45.
Throwing again. Newton dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton forced out to his left. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Marlon Mack, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ready.
Newton takes it himself. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Watch the safety creep.
Gun.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Carson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. 15 yards on that play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Newton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
They run it with Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from the safety position. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, and it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. As the 1st half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch twins.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready. 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that. Space. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, Tap. 21. You got this. 56 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. Hey.
Now Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go! 56, 58. All right, T, let's go.
Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard. Line.
You crazy. You crazy, boy. You crazy.
Ready, white 25.
56 is the mic. Watch.
Check.
Watch the slant.
Go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Ready, flat.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Not today. Mike 56. Mike 56.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. The open man is Westbrook. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Check.
Say.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Delta. Hey, let's go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. They can't.
Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
51, sub.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
58.
Watch the block. Motion. Undercrush.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already. Eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here you go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 34-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 20. Check.
They run again with Carson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, express.
Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 79 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Check 180.
Check 145. That's right, man.
Great.
Check 45. Check 45, somebody. Hey, I'm coming.
On 3rd and 2, Newton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
On first down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Tuesday.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Chris Carson, 53 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Ryan to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Ready, 56, 51.
Mike 56.
Hey, wahoo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
56
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 56. Hey, let's get this.
Small.
To throw again is Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
20.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just like that.
8.
From the gun, here's Newton. He completes this one to Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Ready. 780.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Tighten up.
8.
Tighten up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
51, sub! Bravo!
56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Hey, Charlie!
56, it's coming this way, here we go, here we go.
Check!
56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
Hey, Foxtrot!
This game plan sucks. Y'all pay, wait. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Drop deep.
Ryan will throw again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go!
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
21! Hey, Haywood!
56, check 56. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Get up!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, South!
56 is the mark.
Hey! High 7! 20! Ready, set!
Throwing again. Ryan. Jones has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.